Hey everybody, it's Emily, Crazy Worm Lady. I am here today with my Rubbermaids, and I wanted to bring you along to peek in on them because I think I'm going to be getting ready to harvest these pretty soon. So I thought I would show you how it's coming along. It's definitely gotten a little bit more boring now that I'm not feeding, but I'm still really impressed with how these castings are looking. And I had said I was going to try to turn this every few days so it didn't get too compacted, and I had a busy weekend at work, so I didn't really get to do it since my last video. So just gonna aerate these bins a little bit to make sure the castings stay light and they'll be easy to harvest. So there's definitely worm activity, especially down the bottom where it's real moist. They definitely like the moist environment, but I'm not looking for it to be too wet right now as it's finishing up. So there's a good number of worms over here as well. And you know, again, there's still bedding for them to work through, but all in all, it's definitely coming along. So I'm going to poke into a few more of my Rubbermaids, and I will show you if I come across anything interesting. Okay guys, so essentially all of my bins are pretty much looking the same, so I didn't want to bring you along for every single bin because it's not a whole lot to look at. So I just brought you along for this final bin. And there are still little pockets of worms here and there, but they're overall pretty well spread out throughout the bins, which at this point is probably a really good thing. So they're working through the rest of the bedding. So that's good. So I want them to finish that off. And I'm still seeing like a handful of mites and a few potworms here and there, but overall I'm really pleased with the castings and how everything is coming along. So I also wanted to show you a little bit about how I'm going to harvest these. I'm probably going to let them go for like another week or two just to dry out a little bit more and to let them work through a little bit more of the bedding and all that's in here. But I got one of these nylon bags that had some baby potatoes in it, and I can't remember where I saw it, but that people have used this method to harvest their worms before. So what I'll end up doing is through this opening fill this up with some food scraps and bedding, and then I'll bury it in a corner of my bin, and hopefully, since there's not much food left in this bin, they'll all navigate here. And then I'll be able to pull this out, put this into my new bin, and have less worms to sort. So of course, this is just a theory. I've never tried it myself, but we will definitely be trying that in the next few weeks to see how easy we can make this harvest. And then my intention is going to be to sift my castings, and whatever bedding is not broken down like cardboard like this and all, I will just throw back into the bin to start fresh, and that way it'll already be inoculated with some of the microbes and beneficial bacteria that are in the bins, so hopefully they'll jumpstart our new bins pretty effectively. So that is my plan going forward. I'll continue to bring you guys along for updates as this all finishes up, and of course when we harvest. But I just wanted to check in with you guys today. I hope it is warm where you are. I am on the East Coast and it has been freezing. We actually had an ice storm today and some snow last week, so I hope you are all warm and safe, and I will check in with you guys soon. Have a great night.